pretty awesome.
Oh, that's the stuff. That's still the stuff.
There's just something about Troy Baker's voice that just makes me melt. Oh my, that's a drink. Oh, Harvey! Harvey! Bruce is like, Harvey! Oh my.
Harvey Dent. He was a friend. Once. In the end, Harvey couldn't make a single decision without consulting his lucky coin.
So sad.
He's in Arkham Asylum now, with the rest of the criminally insane.
I thought I chose for him not to go to Arkham Asylum. Didn't I make that? Wasn't that a thing? I chose not to put him in Arkham Asylum. Does he go to Arkham Asylum regardless then? Harvey Dent was once a promising mayoral candidate and one of my closest friends. I supported his campaign and his vision for Gotham. After he was attacked by the children of Arkham, he became Two-Face, a violent and deeply paranoid criminal. During his brief stint as mayor, he used his authority to enforce martial law throughout the city. Penguin, Oswald Cobblepot, revolutionary. Oswald Cobblepot was a terrorist, anarchist, and my oldest friend. Born to one of Gotham's most prestigious families, he lived abroad after his mother was committed to Arkham Asylum by my father. He returned to Gotham to join the children of Arkham, seeking revenge on my family for destroying his. Time to put on all the old KDG. Avesta sounds like the name of some AI helper like Siri, or the name of some tech group. No shush, Bruce. No shush, Bruce. You're still friends. Once. No shush, Bruce. You're still friends. Alfred, can you fetch me the ice cream? Oh, I think he does go to the Arkham regardless, but I don't think it's a choice. Lady Arkham, Vicky Vale, terrorist leader. Vicky Vale was a well-known and respected reporter at the Gotham Gazette, but she was born Vicky Arkham, a victim of my father's criminal activities. She created her alter ego, Lady Arkham, and her terrorist organization, the Children of Arkham, to destroy Gotham's elite. I defeated her, but I don't know if she's alive or dead. Her body was never found. Catwoman. Selina Kyle, thief for hire. Selina Kyle came to Gotham to perform a number of robberies for the Children of Arkham, though she eventually helped me stop them. She left Gotham during Lady Arkham's final assault in the city, and I don't know whether she'll ever return. Despite her differences, I enjoyed sparring with her. Not as much as you enjoyed sparring with Harvey Dent, just saying. Alright. Went and put a dent in my heart. Oh, Harvey.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Why is his hand? What's wrong?
Alfred? It comes and goes.
Oh, Alfred.
Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
Poor Alfred. If your supervillain name is just your family name, it's not your alternate identity. Gotham feed. Gotham Media Feed. Gotham Citizens support GCPD Batman partnership. Despite some heavy criticism from elected officials, the Gotham City Police Department's public partnership with the masked vigilante known as Batman has been a rousing success with the city's population. Across the board, crime in the Gotham City limits has been down from the previous year, with violent crimes hitting a record low. Though some of the City Council have raised concerns about Batman's hidden identity and his operation outside the restrictions of the law, it doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. I don't care who he is. I care that he makes things safer, said grocery store owner Wayne Burton. Barton, whose business has seen a 50% spike in sales after dark in recent months. Council member Gail Rich is sympathetic to business owners like Barton, but she maintains, until we know who this Batman is, I don't think we can ever be truly safe. Which is realistic. Wayne Enterprises stocks hits record high by Mark Phillips. Wayne Enterprise stock hit a record high of $120 per share today during afternoon trading, surpassing its previous high of $115 per share over a year ago. The record high is the latest event in the company's recent hot streak since Bruce Wayne returned to the company as CEO last year, following his brief ouster. Wayne was removed from the CEO position last year and replaced with Oswald Cobblepot in a move that resulted in Wayne publicly assaulting Cobblepot and being briefly admitted to Arkham Asylum. Wayne has since claimed the assault was the side effect of a drug injection at the hands of former Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, who conducted criminal business under the name Lady Arkham. Dent trial date pushed back again by Kate Clark. A federal judge has delayed the start of the former Gotham Mayor Harvey Dent's criminal trial by several more months, following the departure of the defendant's entire legal team. The team, led by attorney Brandon Hoffman, announced they were recusing themselves in a pre-trial hearing on Monday morning. Instead, Dent, who previously served as Gotham's district attorney, has insisted on representing himself in the trial. In a statement in court, Hoffman said, "I can no longer feel I can defend Mr. Dent to the best of my ability." Judge Harriet Stokes then moved to delay the trial for 2 more months while Dent prepared his case. This is the 4th delay to the trial, and the 3rd set of attorneys to part ways with Dent, who is facing multiple charges of murder, criminal negligence, and fraud. Gazette investigation. What is the agency? By Julia Martins. It seems Batman is no longer the most mysterious crime fighter on the streets of Gotham City these days. Multiple sources from the law enforcement have confirmed with the Gazette that a mysterious governmental entity known only as the Agency has been conducting operations in the city recently. On the record, there is no evidence of any federal crime-fighting organization by this name, but many sources who have requested anonymity have confirmed that the Agency has been present at several recent crime scenes and exerted considerable authority. I have no idea who these people are, but when they show up, they're in charge, one officer said. They act like they know what they're doing, but with no way to crack their track record, I guess we have to take them at their word. Official says Cobblepot model prisoner. He definitely is a model prisoner. By Julia Martins. In stark contrast with the ongoing saga of Harvey Dent's legal battle, former Wayne Enterprises CEO and convicted domestic terrorist Oswald Cobblepot is a model prisoner at Blackgate Prison. The man who briefly aligned himself with the terrorist organization Children from Arkham pleaded guilty to all charges against him earlier this year. He was sentenced to 40 years to be served in Blackgate. Observers and legal experts were surprised to see Cobblepot's decision to forego hearing in court, but from all accounts he appears to be enjoying his new life in jail. "We don't have a bad thing to say about him," said one Blackgate guard who wished to remain anonymous. "You get to talk to him and he's actually pretty charming. He's super smart." Yeah, he does that. He is very charming.
The Agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting
I'm
job.
gonna say they're on our side right now.
We have a common enemy in the Riddler. That puts us on the same side.
You really are a different Batman these days, aren't you? Silver linings in all things.
Well, you warned me about keeping my paranoia down to acceptable levels. Thought I'd give it a try.
Let's take a look at the Codex before we go to the Riddler files. Over the past year, my partnership with Jim, I love how he calls him Jim instead of Gordon. My partnership with Jim has flourished. I finally won his trust, and Gotham City is a better place for it. Batman used to be hidden in the shadows, but Jim has helped me step into the light and find legitimacy. For that, I'm grateful. I think Jim is finally settling into his new role as police commissioner. It's been a difficult transition, and I don't think he'll ever be comfortable with the tragic way he received his promotion. But I trust he'll use his newfound authority to make this city a better place. Gotham is lucky to have him, and so am I. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better partner. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Renee Montoya. Things are looking up for Jim Gordon's favorite true blue cop. Renee Montoya was recently promoted to detective after she was exonerated of the murder of Carmine Falcone. It was evidence I provided that proved she was under the influence of Lady Arkham's drug when she committed the crime. I admire Renee's dedication to law enforcement and fierce loyalty to Jim. It's evident that she lives for her work even at the cost of her personal life. Sounds like a problem we both share. Lucius Fox. There would be no Batman without Lucius Fox. In a sense, he's built me. From Batsuit to Batmobile, everything I am, everything I've become, I owe to him. A brilliant engineer and trusted confidant, Lucius is one of the few people I can depend on in this world. In addition to being Wayne Enterprises' technological leader, I've entrusted him to run a secret R&D wing, where he designs and develops new bat tech. Alfred Pennyworth. I am not my father's son. I am Alfred's. Oh, that's sweet. After my mother and father were murdered, he was the one who did the hard work of raising me. It couldn't have been easy for him, just making sure he instilled the right values and steered me away from the vices of my father. Steadfast, true, and compassionate, Alfred knows me better than anybody. Certainly better than I know myself. He's my moral compass and my best friend. Oh. Last year he was kidnapped by Lady Arkham. I'm still riddled with guilt. Riddled with guilt over what happened. I just hope he can recover from the emotional trauma of the ordeal. All I want for him is to be healthy and happy again. That's sweet. Iman Avesta. It was a special agent, Iman Avesta, who handed me the psychological profile on Riddler. I don't know much about her, other than that she's a Gotham native, and seems to have the confidence of Amanda Waller. She's also a huge fan of Batman, which is somewhat relieving. Maybe I can use that to my advantage in future dealings with the agency. Amanda Waller. I got my first glance at Amanda Waller outside the casino after Riddler's grisly attack on Rumi Mori, a former congressional aide and political science PhD. Waller's irrepressible ambition has shot her straight to the top of the government's top covert law enforcement organization, the agency. She's recently been promoted to regional director and with a jurisdiction that spans the entire northeastern United States, including Gotham City. Gordon doesn't like her, that much is clear. Understandable. She is a force of nature who's threatening his turf. I just wish I knew more about her intentions towards Gotham. She seems like she could be a powerful friend, but even more powerful enemy. Vernon Blake. Special Agent Blake, Avesta's turf's partner. I met him as Batman after Riddler's attack on the casino. Not sure what to say about him at the moment. The Riddler is an old name in Gotham, one we thought was gone for good. He was dangerous enough that even Carmine Falcone, Mayor Hill, and my father left him alone. An international terrorist wanted by Interpol and hunted by the agency. The Riddler's modus operandi is to torture and kill his marks by forcing them to solve his macabre riddles. According to the agency's profile on him, Riddler's got a genius-level IQ and exhibits signs of narcissistic and obsessive-compulsive personality disorders. He's cruel, calculating, and merciless, and I will bring him down. Rumi Mori. There are two sides to Rumi Mori, the face he shows to the public and the person he really are. Don't you mean he really is? The person he keeps in the shadows, hidden from the prying eyes of polite society. Mori wants everyone to believe he's a model citizen. He paints his public persona with philanthropy and a seemingly legitimate business empire. But take a closer look behind the mask and you'll catch a glimpse of the real Rumi Mori, war profiteer and murderer. He made his fortune running guns during the Arab Springs, and soon after diversified into high-tech weaponry. Of course, Mori's illicit activities have never been proven in the court of law. Riddler had some bone to pick with Mori. Perhaps that's why he targeted him at Varego. It's not surprising. A man like that would have enemies. I wonder how he made one of the Riddler. The Agency, one of the nation's most clandestine national security organizations, the Agency operates in the darkest shadows of the criminal's justice system. Not much is known about their day-to-day operations, but what little information I can dig up about them is that the Agency's influence is awe-inspiring, stretching across international borders and reaching the highest echelons of political power. Thomas Wayne, my father and possibly the worst criminal this city has ever known. Thomas Wayne. I once thought he was a hero, a man who died trying to protect my mother and I from the bullet of a common crook. I was wrong. I found out the truth about my father not long ago. He wasn't the philanthropist doctor he pretended to be. He was a monster who amassed our family's wealth by drugging and gaslighting Gotham's wealthiest families and robbing them of their fortunes. He devastated lives and destroyed minds. To rob someone of their sanity is one of the worst things you can do to a person. I would know. Lady Arkham robbed me of mine as recompense for my father's sins. I hope that debt is paid. I want nothing more than to leave his dark legacy in the past. Martha Wayne. My mother, the mystery. I witnessed her and my father's assassination when I was a child. So, my memories of her are few and far between, but I cherish each one. It's unclear what she knew or how involved she was with my father's crimes, but there's a part of me who wants to believe the best about her. Maybe she was left in the dark. Maybe she tried to stop him. I just don't know. I need to believe that there is a part of me that is good, and that part is my mother. Gotham City. Population 10.5 million. Gotham City is more than my hometown. It's my passion project. When I look out onto the skyline, I don't see a city. I see a living, breathing organism that keeps evolving, adapting to new threats. I must adapt with it. That's pretty poetic. The criminals this place attracts are no different. There was a time when all you had to worry about was wise guys and street thugs. The crime, too, has evolved. The crime rate may be down, but the villains are becoming more and more bizarre, more terrifying. Sometimes I think crime is a virus that keeps mutating into a more virulent strain, and the city is sick with it. I'll let Batman be the cure. Arkham Asylum. Established 1921. Gotham City's only maximum security psychiatric hospital. I was committed there for a couple of days after I was drugged by Lady Arkham and was incited to attack Oswald Cobblepot. So this place doesn't exactly hold the best memories for me. That's one of the reasons I'm renovating it. Once outdated and dilapidated, Wayne Enterprises has promised to bring this antiquated asylum into the 21st century by turning it into a state-of-the-art mental health facility, so I can help my BAE. Wayne Enterprises. Established in 1870. Multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of technology, manufacturing, and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my parents and have recently become more involved in its day-to-day operations. So far, so good. Stocks are up and Wayne Enterprises' R&D department is developing some pretty exciting new technologies. Crime Alley, Park Row, Gotham City. This squalid downtown alley where my parents were assassinated. The squalid downtown alley where my parents were assassinated. The street across from the Monarch Theater is the place my childhood ended and the rest of my life began. Violently. I installed a plaque there to honor my parents before I knew the truth of my father's criminality. Gotham City Police Department HQ. The GCPD is Gotham's first line of defense against criminals both mundane and bizarre. When mobster Carmine Falcone was in power, he kept at least half the force in his pocket, but not all of them. James Gordon was the one few he couldn't corrupt. Since Falcone and Mayor Hill were taken down, Gordon has come to clean up the corruption in the department. Crime rates have fallen dramatically since Gordon took over as police commissioner. Since Wayne Enterprises pledged to rebuild Arkham Asylum, the GCPD has worked closely with the facility to determine which criminals should go to Arkham for rehabilitation and which belong in Blackgate Prison. Okay. Alright. If Alfred dies, we riot. Alfred, do you have a disease? That disease you had in Batman and Robin? Oh, I don't know. Body never found is writer code for probably gonna make a comeback. The Agency is such a worse name than a checkmate. I am not a history buff, but isn't Arab's Spring an actual event that happened? I feel like it was something major. I actually don't remember. I still love that Thomas Wayne has remained a criminal instead of being revealed as a good guy in the end. It still remains a nice twist. I agree. I agree too. I think they need to make a big impression that this is a different universe, and it's also sort of allow the player and Bruce to be on the same level of info. It also proves that since this is a very different universe, anything can happen.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
So he was the first
Yes.
one?
To have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peñadoro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious?
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
His victims are the ones who need help.
I'll concede you have a point.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
Wow. Wow.
I take everything back.
Nothing new? Alright.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Here we go. Opening Pandora's box. Interesting. Wow.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
The storm? Is it a storm?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer,
A
do you?
potato? Well, a potato is multiple
Sadly,
eyes,
no.
not just one eye. The eye of a storm. Eye of a hurricane. The eye of a needle. A one-eyed jack. A blind justice. I have an eye but cannot see. I mean, I'm thinking hurricane or needle. One-eyed jack, it doesn't make much sense. And blind justice, I mean, both eyes are covered in blind justice. A storm. The first thing that came to mind was a storm.
The eye of a hurricane.
It fits the description in the riddle, but I'm not sure how it helps us. Even if there were hurricanes in Gotham, it's hard to imagine one helping us with the object in question. If that is indeed the key.
Could also be needle.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Grooves. I wanted to talk to Alfred.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Movie tickets.
Never forget.
Right, the movie tickets from his parents. I use can I use it on my vehicle, in my car? Maybe if I attach it to the tires of a car and have the car spin, it'll show a message? I mean, I'm assuming there's a purpose to being able to walk over here to your vehicle, other than humming the engine.
Every single time.
Maybe not. I can just look at it, but I can't do anything else.
Useful when the odds are stacked against me in a fight.
I don't think there's anything I can use this on that's not that area. Find something. That Bruce is enjoying the car a bit much. I agree. Oh, on a record player. The needle on a record player. Yes, yes, of course.
Needle.
On a record player.
A record needle.
That makes sense.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good
Hey,
morning,
Lee.
Lucius. I hope
Lucius.
we're not interrupting your breakfast.
Lucius.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany. Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany.
Nice.
I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Nice.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Good hunting. New game in town. Wayne Tower, 8:37 a.m. Wait, your daughter isn't named Clementine. I love it.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, this? No. This is just something for Lucius.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great. You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop,
No, the seat is all yours.
this is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
The box is really neat. Yeah, it's really cool how that gets set up.
Now, would you look at that? Micro-pulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
Somebody's spying on us. Oh.
What?
Somebody's definitely
It's
spying
not
on
one
us.
of mine.
Think fast.
Oh, it's Tiffany's. It's Tiffany's.
Hi, Dad.
I knew it.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a
You
while.
were about to say
Sneaking out of
Tiffany, right?
orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything. So I made you some tech the government would be jealous of.
Someone here wants a raise.
She's already gunning for my job, Bruce. Can you believe it?
As she should.
The hours you work, not a chance. I actually have a life.
If I were her, I'd want to work for Bruce Wayne. Shoot.
Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
His ear.
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear.
Oh, really? Okay.
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Please don't say old.
You look...
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Impressive.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
Sure, why not? She seems sharp.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angry with me and Luke about that incident with the China.
Luke.
Well, you know Al.
Luke.
No one messes with his dinnerware.
Luke.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
Why don't you
And we
make
can
her
trust
own
her.
suit, Lucius?
She's family, after all.
Well, if she's anything like you,
She's better than me.
Well, then
Okay.
you said it yourself, then.
Then
Let's give her a shot.
let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne,
Oh.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm Special Agent Avesta.
I remember.
This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Hello, Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you, get done here.
See you later, Lucius. Good chat.
Oh yeah, one of the best.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's Behavioral Analysis Unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Am I in trouble?
I sure hope I'm not in any trouble.
Oh, everyone's in some amount of trouble. It's my job to find out just how much. This office, it really represents you.
Well, I like to think so.
Look at Bruce just leaning against the desk
Is
there,
this you?
like. Yeah, it was adorable.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy.
Nice.
After
Very nice.
everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that. What's that all about?
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out from under it.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Riddler, that psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You helped the GCPD capture Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin. He was a terrorist, a member of the Children of Arkham, and your friend. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They're not attracted to me any more than the average citizen. We live in one of the most dangerous cities in the world, right? Stands to reason I'd run into a few psychos.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends.
Friends is really
From the
pushing
sound of
it.
it, you two were close.
John might think so.
John may very well say that, yes.
But not you.
A conversation in
I
a
hardly
mental
know
hospital
him.
does not make us friends.
I don't
much
know
less
him that
close.
well.
I see. According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
Yeah, that doesn't
They
mean we were
captured the whole
friends.
incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared.
One-sided
John was
crush.
discharged from Arkham months ago.
Oh.
No one has seen or heard from him since.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe you have.
No. He
Why
hasn't
would you
called.
think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact.
Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
That's kind of creepy.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center.
How
You
convenient.
keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
What are you trying to say then?
And your point is what exactly? That I'm some kind of criminal mastermind?
Or just really unlucky.
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father.
Wow.
Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
I am calling my lord. That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
Saved
We'll
by the
pick
bell.
this up another time.
Saved by the bell. Pick up the phone.
Bruce,
Was Lucius trying
get
to
my
warn?
daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you
Oh.
figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle,
It's
Bruce.
the Wayne Tower.
Riddler really pulled a good one over on us. I might still be able to disable it, but
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Oh my
Lucius,
gosh, are they really
We
killing
really
off
made a
Lucius
difference,
Fox?
didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
Did they really just kill Lucius Fox?
Oh my God, Lucius!
Oh my gosh, Telltale! Why? Oh my gosh, Telltale!
1 killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday
Oh
in the
my
violent
gosh.
blast. A small service is being held
They
for the tech giant and
actually
father of 3 at Divinity
killed
Church this Sunday.
Lucius Fox. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, bold Telltale. In a good way. Of course I don't like the fact that he's dead, but that's bold. Oh my gosh, Lucius. That's so sad.
You were always there for me, Lucius. From the very beginning.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna miss you.
I can't believe they did that, but
He
wow.
was a good man. To lose him like this, it's hard to bear. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family.
I know.
Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about revenge. Riddler is a threat to Gotham, and that's why he has to be stopped.
As long as he is stopped. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back.
Oh, poor
I can't imagine
Poor
how
Tiffany.
devastated she must be.
Oh, poor Tiffany.
To lose her father in such a violent way.
She's an orphan. Bruce, she's an orphan. We should take her under our wing. Because what's the worst that could happen if we did that? You know? Taking in an orphan under our wing? Maybe? No, this is no
I should
laughing
go talk
matter.
to her.
Poor Lucius.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Ugh, this stings.
Hey, Tiffany.
Still can't believe he's gone.
I can't. You can't believe he's gone. I can't believe it.
None of this feels real.
I know how you feel. That's right. He does know how she feels.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain when my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about. So much wisdom in that goofy head of his.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he?
Yeah.
A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Fair. What she said is fair.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Those flowers are really nice.
Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce.
Oof. Oh. Oh, man. Oh.
There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that?
I think she deserves to know why her father
It doesn't
died.
quite add up.
She deserves to
tell me.
know. Yeah, I mean, she lost
For
her
my own
dad.
sanity.
The least I could do is tell her.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce? What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing.
I'm going to tell
That
you.
weird disc.
Yeah?
Was that what killed him?
Yes.
Did you put my father's life at risk for that?
I didn't know it was
I'm
going to
begging
blow
you.
up.
Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
There's no need for me to lie about it.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
I'm not gonna lie to her about that. It's her dad.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself.